This episode is brought to you by WrestleQuest from Mega Cat Studios. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Do y'all know what time it is? Do y'all really know what time it is? It's time to grab your popcorn, grab your best beverage. It's time to relax your ears. Wrestling season has returned, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
That's right. And it's time for your main event. Coming down the aisle, we have the one, Bobby Wrestles. And he is accompanied by the beautiful Mia Moore. This is the main event. Welcome to the All About Wrestling podcast.
Yo, I'm not even awake. Good morning. It's a Friday. Is it Friday? It is Friday, September 1st. Ladies and gentlemen, I might still have coal in my eyes right now. I didn't even get a chance to drink my coffee, but I got the mug. I woke up, I brushed my teeth, I threw my hat on. Breaking news. Breaking news. And for most, we thought that we were past all the drama and the BS and the speculation of a madman running loose in AEW. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting information that Jack Perry was sucker punched, but we're going to get right into it. Before that, I'd like to give a shout out to my brother, my big bro, Tantalizing Tony. Make sure you check out Tantalizing Tony on YouTube, the real YouTube champion. You can find him also on X and Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, as soon as I started the stream, lo and behold, he did this. Send us a super chat. $9.99. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check him out. Thanks, bro. Bro, I know you saw the drama. I know you read the articles from all of the media entrepreneurs out there that are reporting this story. Allegedly, Jack Perry sucker punched. Now, we didn't hear about this information. Of course, we've all been hearing about the preliminary information. However, there's an investigation going on in AEW right now. Perhaps this is fruit of the investigation that we're delighted to receive, right? We're going to get into that. We're going to get into this story really shortly, all right, really briefly. Ladies and gentlemen, I do want to share some information brought to us by Wrestling Online. Wrestling Online, this is the Wrestling Online report, ladies and gentlemen, brought to us by Colin Vassallo, the mastermind behind Wrestling Online. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have some information to talk about. Of course, the unfortunate passing of Terry Funk. The funeral is held today. It's held today in Amarillo, Texas. Visitation will be allowed today between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. at Brooks Funeral Directors located at 1702 Fifth Avenue in Canyon, Texas, while the funeral service will be held at 2 p.m. at Hillside Christian Church on 6100 South Soncy Road. All right, so if you're in Texas, pay your respects. Of course, the legendary professional wrestler died August 23rd at the age of 79 at a hospital in Phoenix. He'd been battling dementia for the past few years, so rest in peace, Terry Funk. That information is available at Wrestling Online, wrestling-online.com. All right, so if you need that information, watch this show again or go to wrestling-online.com. Of course, we had information. If you saw Dynamite, there were absent talent. Dynamite had to largely be rewritten as several stars were not present for the broadcast. All right, this is due to the hurricane and unspecified illnesses. All right, now, from what I understand, we got information that Saraya had some kind of illness. She was not there, being the new reigning defending women's AEW champion. All right, so we did not see her. Hurricane Adalia was also affecting flights, so a lot of talent had issues getting flights to the show. So there we have it. More matches for AEW All Out. Anybody watching the pay-per-view? I'm not watching it. I mean, no disrespect to AEW, but I just don't want to pay another $50 to watch, a show a week after paying $50. Me, I might be a cheapskate, but I'll check it out. I'll check it out after the fact, when all the news comes out and the information regarding matches. However, there will be 2 Ring of Honor titles defended. Samoa Joe defends his TV title against Shane Taylor, while Adam Cole and MJF defend their tag team Ring of Honor championships. All right. They're going to face the winners of the Battle Royal, which will take place tonight on Rampage. Orange Cassidy versus Jon Moxley for the international title will also be made official after Cassidy overcame Penta in the main event of the show. Other matches announced include Eddie Kingston, Katsuyori Shibata versus Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. And an 8-man tag match with FTR teaming up with the Young Bucks to take on Bullet Club Gold. All right, so that will take place at the United Center in Chicago. So a lot going on in the world of wrestling. WWE and Endeavor, their shares plummet. All right, so if you're into the stock market, their shares got hit big time after it was announced that Saudi Arabia invested $100 million in the Professional Fighters League. As of this writing, WWE shares plunged 13% following a near minus 5% drop yesterday, while Endeavor dropped a further 10%. WWE has a 10-year, multi-million-dollar deal with the Saudi Kingdom and get approximately $50 million per show every time they perform there. That's crazy. WWE goes to Saudi Arabia twice a year. So get this, they're making $100 million a year with their agreement with the Saudi Kingdom. Saudi investment in Professional Fighters League is seen as trying to mount competition with the UFC. The UFC has never done shows in Saudi, and Endeavor always resisted going there. WWE and UFC will merge under the TKO Group Holdings Inc. umbrella next month, owned by Endeavor. All right, so this is the Wrestling Online Report. Make sure you go to wrestling-online.com and sign up for their daily newsletter, all right? All right, folks. So, moving right along. We're back with more drama. The plot thickens, right? How low is it to sucker punch somebody? Well, was it a sucker punch? I don't know. Reports are indicating that he was face-to-face. It wasn't like a sneak attack. Perhaps a surprise attack. We're getting this information. I'm getting this information from Ringside News. So it's not looking good for Punk. Tony Khan was there. He saw it, allegedly. The Wrestling Observer newsletter also noted that a neutral source, so somebody that's coming out reporting this information, is somebody that's not taking a side. That's what I'm perceiving from this information. A neutral source, someone that saw the incident and they told their version of the events according to this source. This information is from Ringside News, who's referring and reporting that the Wrestling Observer is saying that this person came forth. We don't know if it's a male, female. We don't know at this time. CM Punk allegedly sucker punched Jack Perry during their brawl. The neutral source was not a wrestler, so it's not a wrestler, but they were there and they witnessed it. And his version was that, all right, so his version, all right, this is verbatim from Ringside News. So it's a guy or someone who identifies as a man, let's be fair. Their version was right after Perry came to the back, Punk went nose to nose with him aggressively and asked him if he had a problem. All right, so imagine that. Nose to nose, he's up in his face, he's all up in his mouth. Perry said he was just looking to get heat as a heel. All right, so if this is true, perhaps that whole situation on the pay-per-view wasn't really, it wasn't real. It was just, trying to get heat. I don't believe that because nobody knew what the real glass and the fake glass was all about. Come on, man. Perhaps you were afraid Were you scared? You were backpedaling? Oh, I was just trying to get heat as a heel. Nobody understood what you were talking about, bro. In fact, I think you hurt kayfabe. I think you hurt, I think you hurt the company. You hurt wrestling as a whole. Like, to say that on TV, on national TV with millions and millions of people watching, bro, that was weak. Excuse me, hold on a second. All right, so he said he was trying to get heat as a heel, and then Punk shoved him. Took his hand, shoved him, and then Perry got in his face, and in that version, Punk sucker punched him and then went for a choke. People immediately broke it up, and Khan was yelling at Punk to let him go. Let him go! Let him go! Can you imagine? I'm going to be honest. If I was there, I'd be cracking up. I'll be watching and I'd be like, wow, are you sitting? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? So that's the story right now, is that they're saying sucker punched, but allegedly CM Punk swung a punch. That's terrible. I mean, not to say that a chokehold was even better, but, that's just more. That's like extra icing on a cake. What happens if this happened? If this is true, what's going to happen to CM Punk? Is Tony Khan going to do what he needs to do and get him out of here? You can't have this person walking around the locker room assaulting people. If this happened, all right, it's alleged. There's an investigation going on. We're going to get more information. Clearly, as the days roll by, we're getting bits and pieces of what happened, different perspectives from people who were allegedly there, who say they were there, who heard it, who saw it. But this is what we're dealing with right now. All right, so, folks, this episode is brought to you by WrestleQuest. On all gaming platforms, I have it. It is awesome. Make sure you check it out.
It's time. The world is ready to crown a new wrestling superstar. Professional wrestling's Hall of Legends includes some of the greatest names in sports history. Ascending to their ranks is no small feat. But the dream of wrestling stardom is about to set two humble wrestlers on a collision course with destiny as they embark on their quest for wrestling immortality. Chacho Man Randy Santos, the rookie phenom with a heart of gold. Rick Logan, Roger, the grizzled company man who's paid his dues and hungers for more. Two gladiators who won't let anything or anyone stand in their way as they battle these sinister forces taking control of every wrestling match in every ring across the land. But the path to victory is not tread alone. These determined warriors must recruit dedicated companions who will help them rise to stardom.
I am the best in what I do. You'll be saddle sore after this!
The Brotherhood is cut loose! Each new party member brings their own unique set of skills and talents, so leadership is the key to victory. Deploying the ultimate tag team matchup is the only way to defeat the challenging opponents that lie ahead. Before either wrestler can take their place among the best, they must prove themselves worthy to the legendary wrestlers who came before them. Earning the respect of these fabled heroes will be the most daunting and rewarding challenge as they quest through wondrous lands, encountering friends, foes, and epic legends. Two quests for glory. Two wrestlers whose past will be forever entwined. One title. It's time for WrestleQuest.
Yeah. That's some heavy stuff right there. Some heavy stuff. Make sure you check it out. All right. Bone Breaking Action is in the room. Bone Breaking Action. He says, yup. Breaking kayfabe on TV, weak. Let's have a conversation about this. Like, that was crazy. If we do not understand what's going on, in fact, it created a lot of confusion. A lot of confusion with regard to what the hell is he talking about? Huh? Look. Real glass. Really, bro? I mean, we didn't need to know about your gripes. Sharing this information on live TV did not make you any stronger, any braver. In fact, it made you look like a weirdo. Real glass. Bro, you are a professional wrestler. You're about to slam somebody on a car, and you have to prove to the world that you're about to slam this person into real glass. What are you talking about? I thought that was just odd. Thanks, Bone Breaking Action. Good to see you, bro. So, yeah. Folks, this is the All About Wrestling podcast. Make sure you check us out. We've been posting shows every 2 to 3 days. Originally, we were doing shows every Sunday, but I mean, there's a lot of information going on. There's news, and we are 218 days from WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia. I'm excited. I'll be there. My compadres are going to be there. Folks, we're going to have fun. We are going to have fun. All right. Shout out to my bro, Tantalizing Tony. Make sure you check him out. All right, YouTube, X, Facebook. He does live watch-alongs. He's the real YouTube champion. Also, the Nice Guy Andy podcast with my moderator, Vandito, and superfan Johnny, Andy, and the Walking Encyclopedia, Sean Johns. Make sure you check them out. They go live Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they're from Lexington, Kentucky. All right. Folks, I just wanted to pop in here and talk more of the situation, this investigation that's playing out. Of course, we're going for a ride. We're going to see where this ends. We're going to see what happens, what consequences are going to be put in place for all of those involved, for whoever the responsible party is, once they determine who that person is. And we're going to have fun, you know? So yeah, make sure you check us out. Also, follow us on Instagram, all right, at All About Wrestling Podcasts. And folks, we'll be back shortly. We'll be back in a few days. I just wanted to chime in. Thanks for watching.